So it's not a secret that in Aikido we fall and we stand up very many times. And if you develop skills which help you to go down as smoothly as possible and to get up as smoothly as possible, that can not only save a lot of energy, that can also protect your body from various injuries. It makes the training feel better and gives you more time and energy to spend on the techniques themselves. On an internal level, it also develops a certain ability to be flexible, to receive pressure, to receive energy, which is also great for the mindset to be simply a better person in your daily life. One of the ways to receive that energy and also to use it to get back up is something that I would call a front feather fall. It's used mainly when, oftentimes you will see it when an Ikkyo is done. You can also see in various other techniques, but I will show you a quick example. So my partner is going to do an Ikkyo Ura, and I'll show you the example of the front feather fall. So here, as he goes down, I do the feather fall here. So instead, so many people when they practice, especially beginners, they have trouble at this moment, especially if it's faster, because they don't know how to go down. And this is a tough moment because you have to go flat down. But with the front feather fall, I can actually descend in a much smoother way. It can also actually be used as a way to get up. So for example, if I do a backward roll back, you do the front feather fall, and then I stand up using that energy. So it can be used in many different ways as well, but all in all, I'm going to start by slowly taking you step by step on how to learn that, and later on I'll show you the development of how to advance and make the movement in harder and more difficult situations. So to begin with, to learn it from the very beginning, from the step one, from here it may be a bit difficult because there's this gap, there's this area from my chest, from my body to here, and many people when they do this movement, they do it incorrectly because they just jump and kind of fall on either on the chest or on the legs, which is painful. You lose your air from your lungs and it doesn't feel good, and that stops you from learning further. So you really have to take it step by step. You really have to take it slowly so you would develop that skill. So here, the secret to the front feather fall is actually to start off from the chest. So in order to develop that, one way to do it is first you extend one leg, you bend the elbows, you place down the chest, and you're gonna jump with the other leg and unroll the rest of the body. So once more, one leg goes up. First you place the chest, then you jump up with the other leg and you unroll the back. Actually at the end, to unroll the back, that really helps. So because the movement, it's not just down, it's as if a wave which spreads the energy around of the impact. So once more, leg, chest, jump, and go up. Don't bend the knees too much. If you bend the knees too much, you're gonna have heavy legs. So you want to keep those legs quite solid, quite strong, not too tense, but there's a bit of a slight tension. So kind of having them solid. So here, lift up and unroll the back. So that's step one. When you get used to doing that, you can then do it gradually in a flowing manner. So meaning you start from here, not from down. So I lift the leg up and bring the chest down. I lift the leg up and bring the chest down. I jump and unroll. So once more, lift the leg, chest goes down, touch with the chest, and unroll. So now if you become comfortable with this, then you can actually start even earlier. You can, as you descend, you can jump already. Then you're going to need a bit of arm strength. You're going to need to hold yourself in the air with the arms. But the same follows. First the chest is placed and then the rest of the body. So meaning, I start here, I lift the leg, the chest goes down, and I will jump with the other leg as I descend. As I descend, I jump, I place the chest, and then unroll the spine. So meaning you're gonna have to hold yourself a bit in the air, that's gonna help. So here, descend with the chest and the body follows. Now, it might take some practice, might need some time, so make sure that in each step you really take the time to develop that step and only continue to the next one when you become good at this one. As soon as you're good at the first main step, then you can continue with more difficult exercises to become comfortable. So for example, you can start from the bent knees. So here, I place the hands. I'm going to bring the chest down, and I'm going to kick my legs back and do the same. So kick my legs here. So this time, notice that it's already different because I'm not doing one leg, the second leg then, but rather I need to do it with both legs at the same time. So same, holding my body, jump, chest, and up. So now even more difficult is actually to do it from standing. Still, you don't have to jump straight out from here. You begin by bending your knees. So you bend your knees, touch the mat. Touching the mat with the hands is very important. Touch the mat and jump. One leg, two legs. As you become even more comfortable at this, you can present yourself with challenges. These challenges actually work great for kids' classes, for adults as well. So you can actually clap in between. So as I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna clap before I land. So here, but that's more of a challenge. So after you do those set of challenges, you can clap a few times, you can clap behind your back, but this is more just for practice, just for challenge, for game-wise. So in order to come back to a more practical sense, here, especially when you're standing, so as you unroll, the legs become light, and then at that moment, you can actually push them back in and stand up. So if I do it fast, there's a momentum, and I can really use that energy very well. So I go down here and back up. So that energy brings me up. In order to continue even further, you can connect this with the backward roll. So meaning if I'm sitting here on the tatami, I'm going to show first an example. So when I do the backward roll, unroll and jump back up. If you will master the initial steps, this should be doable, but I'll still explain how it's done. So basically, when you roll back, mind that you're rolling through the shoulder, right? So an Aikido roll is not through both shoulders, it's one shoulder. So when you roll, you actually let that arm stick out. You place it on the mat so you feel the tatami. And then, instead of going on your knees, on your feet, you actually extend those legs. Here, extend. You can actually, when you learn, you can actually place the feet and then slide and roll again on the chest and go back up. So this is a great learning step for this exercise. So once more, the learning step, arm is here, straight legs, you go on the feet, slide, chest, push yourself up and roll. And now when you become good at this step, you can actually start to do it in midair by unrolling the spine earlier. So here everything stays the same, but now I unroll the spine and I let my body follow through. And when you're able to do that, you can then use the kick of the legs in the end. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of momentum here. And if you kick those legs to the front, you're going to really be able to push yourself back up. So here, unroll with the spine, kick, and stand up. Also pushing with the hands. So now the very last step for this explanation, if you're able to do all these exercises before, you should be quite comfortable in applying this in the Ikkyo Ura. But just in case, there's one pointer that I'll give you that'll help you in that situation. So when my partner does the Ikkyo Ura, so notice that here I don't have that arm, which normally I go on both arms. So the trick is when he goes down, instead of placing the chest, actually place the shoulder first. So here he brings me down, I bring the shoulder, there's the other hand to support, I kick the legs back, and I unroll. So once more, if he's doing Ikkyo here, notice first I'll place the chest the shoulder. It doesn't have to necessarily be the shoulder itself. That might be even a bit dangerous because you might hit it, but still you go more on the side of the chest of that arm. So here, I push and go on the side. So it's a lot of information for one time. All these exercises, all these practices are small steps, but they need practice. So despite the fact that we did it in less than 10 minutes, don't rush. Take each step, really become good at it, and only then continue to the next step. If you're gonna do it and hit yourself, if you're gonna damage your body and experience pain, your mind will shut the process of learning down in order to protect itself. So really make sure you do it without pain in the pace which is comfortable for you. We are planning to do this same video of explanation with my wife Mila. I'm going to bring her through the process. So if you have trouble, don't worry, we'll make more videos to help you out. But right now, I hope this was enough. And as always, thank you to Eduardas, the person who was with me in Aikido. He's filming here, and I'm happy you watched the whole video through. And as always, if you have questions, comments, let us know down in the comments below. And otherwise, we will see you on the virtual mat again soon.